Hey, hey, hey. Top of the morning to you. Top of the month. Top of the week. It's Sunday, June the 1st, 2014. Made it. Once again, we made it. First off, I have to give respects to those who did not make it again to the next video, the past 15 days. You know what it is. So check it out. Today I'm in Charlotte, North Carolina. Got a little layover on my flight in the airport. I can see a little bit. I don't know. But check this out. So I get here to Charlotte from DC, and they were having church in the atrium upstairs, which is where I'm at. I'm actually just in the vestibule. And they hit church this morning, which was awesome. As soon as I got off the plane at 8:30, we having church in the atrium at 8:30. Had like 5 minutes to get there to start. It was great, and the pastor talked about change. I'm in a rocking chair, so I need to stop rocking. Pastor talked about change and that it's imminent, and that you have to believe, you have to trust and have faith in God. A lot of things that we talk about, and there were so many different people in there. I didn't get to record it, but there were pilots in there. Everyone, all kinds of people were in there, just to show you that God is everywhere, all the time, and anytime, and can be in anyone because He's in us regardless. But it takes a lot of courage to acknowledge Him, and especially in front of other people in these type of settings. But it was great. I very seldom get to catch these airport services, if you will, but it was great. It was awesome, uplifting, especially in these times and days that we have going on. This brings me right on into my message for the day, and actually for the first 3 weeks, that what we have to accept is change, because we can't change that. It's going to happen whether we want it to or not. Change is imminent. Death is imminent. But recovery is also imminent. The weird part about it is ammunition is not ammunition. Ammunition is something that we don't know how it's really going to be, but we know that it's for sure. So something else that you want to take with you after you watch this is God is imminent. Faith, you have to make it imminent. God's never going to leave you. That's imminent. No matter what happens, God's going to be there for you no matter what. And as I always say, I'm a sinner just like you. I'm not here to judge you. You can do what you want with me. It doesn't make a difference. But the things in life that happen, you have to be honest and forthright with yourself first, because one thing you can never get back is time. The end of time is also imminent. It's guaranteed that it will end. There is another life, but you need to realize that you can't get back the time that you lost. The time's already gone. You can't get back different things. You can't bring back family members. You can't turn back the hands of time. There's a lot of songs saying that if you could, what you would do. But right now, instead of looking at it that way, what you need to do is the time that you have right now, go ahead and change. Make that change to get your head right before it's too late. Before it's too late for somebody else. Your purpose in life may be something that someone else is waiting for. And you may not know that unless you go out there and put your foot out there and step out on faith with God, because He's got your back all the time. But you not taking the self-respect for yourself to step out there and be you and do the right things, you might be blocking somebody else, because they might be watching you and waiting to see, how's this person going to handle this situation, or what's going to happen, or how it's going to be. I talk about things that are really serious in life, but I try to joke about them, but a joke is a funny way of being serious. But real quick, like I said, I know a lot of you guys know that my mom has cancer, and she's been around for a while, 7, 8, 9 years longer than man said, which don't mean nothing. They ain't gonna last long when they give people poison. What makes you think, So anyway, that's another story. But it's been a real challenge, and it's really hard to deal with if you've been in my shoes. But if you haven't, you don't know what I'm talking about, so you can't even relate. But someday you will be there. You will lose a loved one, a family member, your parents if you haven't already. But things will happen in your life. But that's why it's called life. I mean, it's the circle. It's the cycle of life. You're born, you grow, you live, you pass. But life goes on for those who are still here, and you have to make the best of it, no matter what, before it's too late. What I mean by too late is somebody else may not get to see you do what you promised them or set out to do, but you have to do it. You got to go. You have to set an example for the other people around you. And, the people like these people that I was in the service with this morning, they have no idea. I don't know any of them. But we're related because we all were in unity as one with the body of God and worshiping God. So if that doesn't tell you that we're all the same, I mean, we're one race. It's the human race, just different shades of God's grace. And it's going to continue to be a struggle for people in this world, in this country, because we lack common sense. And that's a shame. We become greedy over things where we even fight our own family, fight our own friends. Friends stab you in the back. Family, ulterior motives are just horrible on every scale, from my household to your household to the White House to bigger than the White House. But as I was flying, I'm just looking and I started laughing when we first took off. I said, this is something else. I took a couple pictures as I always do when I'm flying. It's like, look how big just this section that my eyes can see, and we pretend like we run this. It's amazing to think that when you go up so high and you can't even see people down there, and it's like, what is life really about? And when I say step back and see the big picture, some of y'all need to do that and really look and see what life is about, because it's not always what's in your personal realm. There's a bigger picture to it, and every time you walk outside, you see the picture, but it gets bigger and bigger and bigger, and you must grow and learn and expand. So, a message to you today: be right, man. Get right. You wasn't perfect. Ain't nobody perfect. You wasn't put here on this earth to be perfect. Everybody makes mistakes. You're gonna make mistakes, no matter what. You just have to keep the faith and keep trying your best to do your best. And God's going to take care of the rest, but you got to step out there. And I'm going to see you guys on the 15th of June, God willing. I'll probably have a couple other interviews for you coming up too. Hey, but God's best to you. See you around. Love you.